Hi, everyone. Thanks again for joining us for another exciting segment of the Montrose Kia Care campaign. As always, you got a friend at Montrose. GoMontrose.com.
We are here with Lieutenant Weber of the Lorraine Fire Department. It's an honor to meet you. I would like to say, I don't look up to you like this, but I guess I have to. So we're here with the Kia Care program. We're trying to give back to the first responders. We're trying to make sure you guys know that we do appreciate you. But during the pandemic, you guys have stepped up with us. I know Lorraine has been dealing with a lot of stuff, especially during the pandemic, and through your leadership and everything like that. I feel like you guys have done an amazing job. I know everybody feels like you guys have done an amazing job. How hard has it been for you and everybody in the fire department to kind of tackle this pandemic and put yourselves on the front line for us?
Quite honestly, it's an honor to be able to serve the residents of the community that we grew up in. It is neat. This has been a trying, difficult time. The ones that really need to be recognized in our community are life care ambulance service. They are doing the first responding for the EMS. We do all the other stuff. So it's been different, but rewarding.
One thing I've noticed, and this is something I've noticed, we've been doing interviews with other first responders, and it's always the same response. You guys always give credit to somebody else, and we're here to make sure you guys know that we want to give you guys credit too. You guys are amazing at what you do, and the fact that you guys are so selfless when you talk about this stuff. That's why you guys became public servants. That's why you guys are out there helping us. You guys care, and you said it. You said it's an honor to be able to serve us. It's time for us to show you it's an honor to have you where you are. So during this during the pandemic, and now there possibly could be a second wave and everything like that, you guys are still out there. What made what makes first responders tick? Why did you take this profession?
Most of us in Lorraine have served in the military. I would say roughly 90% of us. So going from the military to a first responder, police or fire is the natural progression, I guess. Guys are amazing. The men I work with are inspiring. I think I'm a decent dude. Some of the guys I work with are amazing. I can't think of a better word for it. So it's just ingrained, I suppose. Good upbringing. I don't know. We are trying hard to reach out to the community to let them know that this career is available. So many people don't. I'd love for our department to be more representative of the community at large.
So that's amazing, and if you really get down and you think about it, you guys are risking your lives for us. Period. That's what you guys are doing, and we again can't thank you enough for that. So during this pandemic and stuff, how have you guys prepared, and what's the morale like? Are you guys? What can we do to make sure that your morale stays up at all times?
We are in a very fortunate position. Our community supports us. The mayor supports us. Fire chief is an amazing man. He's leading by example. We are in a great position. That's all I got for you.
That's absolutely amazing. So going through the pandemic, how'd you guys prepare? What was some of the things you guys had to do to be like, all right, this is it?
We were caught by surprise as well as everyone else. Who knew? You watch movies. But it doesn't do it justice. And in the beginning, when we were not well versed, not educated, people were guessing about what was going on. It was a bit intimidating. As time goes on, you get more and more comfortable with the risks you take. So, keeping up with the news, reading, we do a ton of training, researching. We try to be as prepared as as we possibly can, whether it's trench rescue, fires, EMS, or now pandemic.
That's absolutely incredible. So when you guys are out there on the front lines and you guys are just being so selfless and going out there, when we did the Kia Care program and we were thinking about it, when you guys heard about it, and as we were making everything and creating everything, What did you guys think about it? We guys.
Tell you what, nobody wants to do this. We don't want to be in front of the camera. We don't want to be behind the microphone. But as it was explained to me, the idea that it incorporates so many different people, the nonprofits, that especially in the city of Lorraine, there's such a need. There's so many people that really need help. To get them help, the idea that we are adding in restaurants that need help, to give them business and support, that's pretty cool. This whole program is well thought out and well executed. I'm excited.
Absolutely. So I know that we're happy to give back to you guys. I know that we're happy to give you thanks. And one thing that's been a reoccurring thought inside my head during all of this is you guys don't expect thanks at all. You guys don't expect thanks at all. And the fact that you guys don't expect thanks is weighing on me, because I think that should be the new normal. I think we should be able to reach up to you guys and say, thank you for protecting us. Thank you for doing that. And I know it's been the same thing. Everybody's like, we don't need your thanks. We don't need that. But I feel that the community, at least at this point in time, with everything that's going on, needs to let you guys know how much you mean to us and how much the first responders that, I know when my grandma was sick with COVID and everything, I couldn't have thanked the EMH, enough. I couldn't thank the ambulance. I couldn't thank the fire that was there. I couldn't thank the police officers that were there enough, because we were all in that position where, it was bad. It hit everybody hard. And so when you have somebody who goes out there and, they didn't know my grandma from anybody, but I did. And they took care of her like it was, their grandma, and that kind of mind frame is just, it's amazing for me to kind of think about and to even see what's going on. So again, we just want to thank you, and we want your morale to be up. We want you to know that the citizens have your back. Kia has your back. The Kia Care program is designed nonprofits, the first responders, the restaurants, to understand that we are a community. We're all, we're all one people. And as we come together to fight this thing, you guys are out there literally fighting it on the front line. So we can't thank you enough for that.
Again, an honor. What I'd like to, and this is why it makes us so uncomfortable, is during the pandemic, when you went out to the grocery store, you had people making minimum wage, really putting themselves at risk by the amount of people coming through there. And now that they're kind of getting outside of that pandemic, they're kind of being forgotten, put by the wayside. Everyone, like you said, we're all in it together. That's something that we need to remember, that those people didn't have much of a choice, and they went to work and kept us in food and gas and beer or whatever else you needed.
Beer to get through it, right? Got to have some type of release. So what was the first, like when the pandemic happened, when you guys first heard about it, what went through your mind? I mean, what goes through a first responder's mind when you hear, oh my gosh, literally the whole world is under a disaster, a pandemic?
I want to try to think about this. It was intimidating. It was scary. At the same time, exciting. Something we relish doing different things. And I remember the first COVID patient that we went to. It was scary. Do you put on a Scott? Are medical gowns enough? We don't know. And then you kind of get used to it. It's your new normal, and that's what we're all living with now, is your new normal. So it was, for 25 or 24 years, we wished that things would slow down a little bit. And quite honestly, when the pandemic started, the traffic accidents, house fires, they all decreased dramatically. So we were like, this is cool. And then it wasn't. And then as people started moving around again, the uptick came. And like I said, new normal. It is what it is. So,
well, I can't thank you enough. It's been an honor to talk with you. It absolutely has been. And no problem.
Thank you for having me be part of it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. And again, we want the new normal to be thank you for your service. Thank you for risking your necks out there. Thank you for taking care of our family members. I know on behalf of Kia and everybody else, you guys are our real heroes. So thank you. We are back at the Kia Care program here at Montrose Kia in Sheffield. And who do I have sitting with me right now?
My name is Victor Leandri, and I am the director of El Centro. It's a Latino social services right here in Lorraine County.
So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yes. So our agency was founded back 47 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And the mission was to help the Latino community But now we have become one of those organizations that we provide an array of services. And because where we are located right now, a lot of people are coming to receive services from our agency. So we serve close to 5,000 families every year.
Wow.
And 25% of those families are not Latino. So we have become one of those agencies that, even though our mission is to help the Latino community, we serve everybody. We do from youth services, helping kids do some career exploration, senior programming, helping seniors have some recreational and socialization, but also transporting seniors to the doctor's appointment. And we use our Kia that we bought
There we
2
go.
or 3 years ago from this
Like it.
dealer, and have our logo. So we transport people to doctor's appointments too. But we have home buyer classes, food pantry. We do English classes. So we have a whole array of services.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's kind of dive into it a little
Yes.
deeper. What made you want to start doing stuff like this?
So I only been the director for 17 years now.
Only
And
17
only
only 17 years.
So I have known this community because I've been one of the longest director in a nonprofit.
Sure.
But the agency's been 47 years. Well, my background is social services.
Okay.
I did a bachelor in social services and my master in social services. I grew up in Puerto Rico. I did a lot of community work in Puerto Rico. I came here and was doing mental health services. But then this opportunity arrived and people were asking me, you're the guy, and I applied. And 17 years later, here I am, still doing this work, and I enjoy every single day.
You know, and that's amazing
Yes.
too, because one of the common themes is we're looking for community leaders, people
Okay.
who are in the community, trying to rebuild,
Yeah.
trying to help, and doing everything they can. And you seem to fit that mold perfectly, which is amazing what you're doing. I mean, it's not. I'm sure it's a very, very stressful job
Yeah.
at times, and it's something that you have a passion for. So, they say if you love your work, it's not work,
Yes.
but we know that it's
It's
still
still
work, and
work.
there's still a lot of stuff that
Yes.
you have to do, to prepare for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When COVID hit and the pandemic happened. What was that like, and how'd you overcome a lot of the
Yes.
obstacles that were new?
Yes. So we're known for the services we provided in COVID.
Okay.
Back in February, I sit in many boards here in the communities, and I knew COVID. I knew something about COVID. I didn't know
Sure.
everything, but I sit in several board meetings for some of the hospitals.
Yeah.
So back in February, we put a plan at our agency. If COVID were to happen, and if we have to close our doors, what are we going to do for this community?
Sure.
So when the mandate stay at home happened, we were in our agency, working from our agency, and it was a completely shift of work. It
Wow.
was very demanding. People were knocking. We closed the doors, but we were still providing services from inside.
Sure.
But people were knocking our doors every single day. We have close to 80 seniors that, remember, we were asking the seniors stay at home,
Yeah.
don't get out. And these are seniors that are Latinos that doesn't know English. They don't have transportation.
Sure.
They were in their houses. So we were calling them every single day, figuring out their mental status. How are you doing? You don't have family. You're not talking to nobody. Are you connecting with the doctors? And we were the one helping them connect via telehealth and
Sure.
using media. We were delivering food to them every single week and warm meals. And we were helping people get scheduled for the vaccines. We were putting information about the COVID out there. I mean, the work was very stressful during COVID, and trying to keep that distance from the clients. The doors were closed, but people were call us, and we would go outside on the parking lot and see them with distance.
Wow.
We received some money from the city for rental assistance and utility assistance. We distribute close to $200,000 of money in rental and utility assistance.
Wow.
We received close to 300 calls from this county. People wanted to get some of that money to catch up with their rental or
Sure.
their utilities. 400 calls in 2 days, like from all over Lorraine County. So we were
Wow.
busy. We were one of those
Yeah.
organizations that we never stayed at home. We were working through all the COVID-19. But it was a challenge. It was a challenge
Sure.
to kind of adapt to the new norms, seeing people from distance, having the doors closed, people
Yeah.
calling, using the internet a lot, and virtual Zoom meetings and everything else. So it was a challenge, but we managed to do it.
You guys overcame it, and that's why
Yes.
you're part of the community
Yes.
leaders. That's what
Yeah.
that's what this program is about. It's
Yes.
about giving back to people such as yourself who are going out there, man, trying to do everything they can, to continue to keep the
Yes.
community up in spirits, and more than that, but helping them get the help that they need at a time where we didn't know what was
Yeah.
going on.
Exactly.
We had no idea what was going to happen. You had
Yeah,
no idea
yeah,
what was going to
yeah.
happen. But you said something in there where you said, we never stopped working. A lot of people did. A lot of people, but you know, your profession, what
Yeah.
you were doing is you're so focused on helping people that quitting or not working wasn't an option for you or your
Exactly.
organization. And I
Yes.
think that is what makes you, a community leader in helping us rebuild the community. And again, the program is all about giving back to people who are out there on the front lines doing the stuff that we couldn't do. You know, like you have a family, you had to go home, and I can't imagine the stress. I just, it was stressful for us,
Yeah.
and we're just trying to help ourselves.
Yes.
You're out there trying to help the whole community rebound, the whole community bounce back from this. And it's an amazing feat that you guys do, and it's just amazing. So, what's one thing that, or a couple things that the community can do to get involved with your organization? How can we help?
Yeah, we collaborate with different organizations, nonprofit. This is not a secret here in Lorraine County. We collaborate with LCCC, Second Harvest. But right now we have the food pantry of El Centro that is in collaboration with Second Harvest.
Okay.
It's the fourth Thursday of each month.
Okay.
And we went from serving 250 families to close to 1,000 with the pandemic.
Wow.
And then now it's going down to 400 or 500.
Sure,
But
sure.
we still are in need of volunteers for the food pantry events. We
Okay.
need volunteers. It's a very demanding process of survey card people. But we have our senior program on every Thursday too, where we need volunteers to engage.
Okay.
For nonprofits, especially a nonprofit like El Centro, sometimes it's not even. It's always we always appreciate the money,
Right, right.
But there's need of people helping us and hands to help us. So whether it is from helping with the seniors, helping with the food pantry, we have vaccine clinics in our agency, helping those that are still struggling, trying to think if I want a vaccine or not.
Right.
So we're doing back to school events. So we always need volunteers. So if anyone that is hearing us have some time, so 1, 2, 3 hours that want to volunteer in our community, give us a call at our Centro. It is 277-8235, and I say that number again is 440-277-8235. Call us, and we will find a place for you to volunteer and help us.
That's
Yes.
awesome. Well, again, the community has your back, and this Montrose Kia program, the Kia Care program, is here so that way you guys know that you do have allies, you do have people that are willing to help. We want to give back just because of what you've done for our community, and the fact that your organization does what it does, that you do what you do. It's absolutely 100% incredible, and we can't thank you enough for what you do for the community and how you proceed. So we want to thank you for that.
Oh, thank you guys for thinking of us. And when I said us, for thinking on the nonprofits, we were in the front line, like you're saying, and any help is a big help for all of us. So thank you for highlighting us, but also thank you for that financial donation that you're doing. So thank you.
Absolutely. Well, it's been an honor talking with you,
Okay.
and we will try to get as many people out there to help you volunteer. Because again, we're all one community. We're all trying to rebuild. We're all trying to rebound. So,
Thank
I
you.
wish you the best, and thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
We're at the Montrose Kia in Sheffield, and who am I here with?
Ewan Dakers, General Manager.
And why am I here?
We're about Kia Cares. Kia Cares is us giving back to the community, especially what we've just been through for the last year with COVID-19. We want to give back to the people that put their lives on the line, the nurses, the EMTs, the doctors. We want to show that we care. We offer a Euro Care discount, which is an additional $500 on top of all incentives that we currently offer. Bottom line, we just want to show the community that we care. We're just big and we're loving.
I like it. That's awesome. So we're going to be doing drop some episodes for doing this, and what we want to do is we're going to be interviewing a lot of people from the community, and I think it's going to be a good time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're gonna the mayor, the fire, the chief, the police, nurses, doctors, nonprofits. We're just gonna give back. We're gonna interview a lot of people, and it's gonna be 13 weeks long.
13 weeks of nothing but fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Well, let's dive into it. 13 weeks of Kia Cares' program. We're going to be doing 13 episodes. We're going to be dropping an episode a week so people can kind of see. We're going to be covering everything from first responders to nonprofits. So who kind of came up with this idea? And let's go a little bit into the brainchild of this and what happened.
Thank you. So it all started after the vaccine came out. We decided we wanted to show the community that we care. And a lot of people are faced with different adversity at this time. A lot of families cannot find food. A lot of people are turning to the shelter, which was being done all of last year. So, myself, my brother Lawrence L. Sharp III, we came up with this idea: how can we give back to the community? And that's one of the ways. So we decided to do the first responders and nonprofit. Nonprofit, we tied into where for the 13 weeks we're going to offer meals at different locations. More information to come. But I mean, we're just excited to be a part of this, excited to do this, and it's just going to be epic, epic.
So we're going to be doing first responders and nonprofits, which is awesome because, like you said, during COVID, all this stuff was just, I mean, it was awful. We all know what happened, and hopefully we're trying to get back to the new normal. And it's amazing that Kia is behind that program and trying to help this community, our community, get back to the new normal. What when we do these first responders and we're going to be doing meals and stuff for them, when you thought of this idea and Kia got behind it, what was the main purpose? Was it because everything was happening with COVID and we were trying, you guys are now trying to fix it, or what is the main purpose of what we're trying to do?
So, good question. The main purpose, again, is so that we show the community that we care. Like I said, there's a lot of people out there that's out of work. The furlough money has went away. People are struggling. We want them to know that we care. It's not just about business for us. It's about us caring about our residents within Sheffield. Okay, Montrose Kia cares. It goes deep. It goes back to our owner, Mike Thompson, who served in Vietnam. And he's very, very big on giving back to first responders. So that kind of did the segue, and then we came up with the nonprofits because we know the nonprofits, they have a big task, to feed a lot of people every day. It takes a lot of money, and it's just one way of us saying, hey, we care. Here's Montrose Kia. We're here to help.
Absolutely, which is amazing. And there's not a lot of companies out there that are doing anything like this. So the fact that you guys have stepped up in this way is huge for the community, and that's kind of why throughout these 13 weeks, when we start bringing these first responders in there and these nonprofits, we really want to showcase the fact that this isn't just some publicity stunt. We're doing this because you guys actually care, hence Kia Cares, and we're going to be, pushing it out there so that we, the community does get, a little bit of pushback from, or kickback from kind of what you guys are doing. So let's talk about the owner for a second. You said he's got this nice program going on. Tell us a little bit about that.
So Mike Thompson served in Vietnam in the early 70s, and he came back home. He started out selling cars, and then quickly after that became an owner. And then at this point in time, he owns 16 different dealerships. So his big thing is about helping the people that serve. It's his way of saying, hey, we serve, you serve. That's it, basically.
That's absolutely awesome. And as we bring more people in to interview them, I want to be able to share that story so people understand that, again, we are doing this for a purpose. We are doing this for a reason. And I think it's going to be an amazing time. So on top of first responders and nonprofits, we're going to be doing a lot with local restaurants and stuff like that, especially because of the whole COVID thing. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we came up with the idea because a lot of the restaurants are struggling. Shortage of workers, people fear to come back to work. We figured we'll give them a little boost. So for the 13 weeks, we're going to go to 13 different cities within Lorain County. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a restaurant from that community to provide the lunch for the first responders.
That's amazing.